It is the True Oldies Channel.
Thank God it's Friday!
Yeah, the weekend is almost here. Blake Hayes on the air today, rolling CCR. You got the fun-loving, flame-throwing True Oldies Channel. Blake Hayes flying solo today. Scott is off. Beaver Cleaver has deserted me for Toronto. I'm running this whole mess by myself, so help me out. Suggest a song for the playlist. Email Blake at TrueOldiesChannel.com. Playing the Beatles for Susie. Hanging out in Austin, Texas. Working, getting ready for the weekend. It's the True Oldies Channel. What's your name?
This is Otis from Chicago. I like to hear the Bee Gees. Gotta get a message.
The Queen of Soul, Miss Aretha Franklin on the True Oldies Channel. It was just announced that she's canceling all concert dates and personal appearances through May on the orders of her doctor. She had been released from a Detroit hospital last weekend. We wish Aretha Franklin a speedy recovery. Playing that song for Edison Pena, one of the miners rescued in Chile, and Sunday he'll run in the New York City Marathon. That was the first song he wanted to hear when he got out of the mine. Return to sender from Elvis on the TOC. You got the True Oldies Channel playing more oldies and real variety. It's Blake Hayes, the DJ today. Chicago Bulls player Derrick Rose supposed to make a cameo appearance on the TV show The Good Wife on CBS, but I guess he just decided not to. Never got on the flight they booked for him. He didn't give him any explanation. I got to meet the cast of the show yesterday. They were promoting it, and I asked them, I said, what happened with Derrick Rose? And they said, oh, we have no idea. He just didn't show up, so they had to find an actor last minute. Call an audible, as Josh Charles said, who plays Will on the show. It's the TOC. Turn it up and feel good. It is the True Oldies Channel for Friday. Blake Hayes hanging out here by myself, causing trouble. You never know what song I might play. Want to get a request on? What's your name?
This is John from Schaumburg, Illinois. Can you play Candyman by Sammy Davis Jr.?
Sure, why not?
Candyman, a Candyman, a Candyman. Yeah.
Oh boy, I was trying to avoid the oldies police, but I feel them hot on my tail after playing that one. A Candyman from Sammy Davis Jr. True Oldies Channel is on for Friday. Blake Hayes getting ready to flip the switch on the Super 60s weekend next at the TOC. Playing Motown, soul, and rock and roll on the True Oldies Channel. This guy wanted to make sure his vote counted. Philadelphia's Charles Gorby on Tuesday was in an ambulance and told the driver to stop along the way so he could vote. Marked his ballot on the stretcher. It's the True Oldies. Lining up the greatest hits of rock and roll and playing them back-to-back along with your requests on the True Oldies Channel. I got an email from Leanne Zirk, part of the Minnesota True Oldies chapter, wanted to remind me about Peter Noon's 63rd birthday today. Blake, I'd love it if you could play one of his songs from Herman's Hermits. By the way, it's also their 42nd wedding anniversary, which I did not know, so thank you, Leanne. For all the Noonatics, here's Wonderful World on the TOC. The Rolling Stones doing Under My Thumb on the True Oldies Channel, rolling them back-to-back. Super 60s weekend happens now through Sunday night. If you hop on our Facebook page, facebook.com/True Oldies Channel, this is our vintage video of the day. Fifth Dimension doing Aquarius, playing now on the TOC. Lemon Pipers playing the Green Tambourine on the True Oldies Channel. Beach Boys before that, God Only Knows. Dion in there. Fifth Dimension, and played the Stones a little while ago. 2 new books from the Stones coming out next week. There's Keith Richards' autobiography, generating a lot of controversy because he doesn't say many nice things about Mick Jagger. And also there's a photography book, The Forgotten Pictures of the Rolling Stones, something for your coffee table, except there's supposedly a inappropriate picture of Keith Richards in there from 1965. So not something you want the kids to open up by accident. It's the True Oldies Channel. This is the True Oldies Channel, America's most listened to oldies radio station. And so proud to be. Thank you for being a part of the True Oldies Nation. It's Blake Hayes, your host for the evening. Flying solo. No Beaver Cleaver, no Scott, just little old me and the greatest hits of all time. We're cozy. Creek Alley, Mamas and Papas on the True Oldies Channel. Yes, we have done it. It's too late now. We already started the Super 60s weekend. If your weekend hasn't begun yet, you're still stuck on the clock somewhere. You want to make the time fly by with your favorite song from the 60s? Email Blake at trueoldieschannel.com. Rolling the Super 60s back-to-back on the True Oldies Channel. You remember this Four Seasons number from 1964? Save It For Me on the TOC.